Like, who knows? Like, maybe. Like, I'm not saying that, that's the case, but maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. That piece of trash was the one that killed her. And that goes into her choices. She was talking about all stacking up choices. Well, you stacked up choices to get with someone stupid that could potentially ultimately harm you. That's what you did. You didn't think about certain things. So when did you realize that life is about choices stacking up? When did you realize that? Because the one that was for you noticed, but you didn't notice in time. And so you ended up getting with a fucking trash parasite. You even said it. You wanted to do naughty things with someone that wasn't your boyfriend. But while you had, like, in the past, that pretty much means that you had sexual relations with a parasite. And that parasite couldn't control its emotions and potentially killed you because you made a stupid choice. What if you would have avoided that? And it's interesting that the writer did that to sort of make people introspect and see that, yes, females gotta make better choices out here. Stop giving dumbasses empowerment because they don't build you up. They just use it as an excuse and get with more vulnerable females. That's all those parasites do. But don't females do the same? No. Females are just not being responsible. The moment that, like, the vast majority of females start being responsible, you're going to see the planet improving. You're going to see less killers. You're going to see less rapists. You're going to see less murderers. You're going to see less people going to brothels. You're going to see actual families. So yes, that's why females and the female mind is attacked first and foremost. That's a fact. I don't gotta talk about all the freaking interconnection. I don't gotta talk about course slides. I don't have to talk about the billions of experiences. That's up to you, the listener, to do your own research at your own time and grow and develop at your own pace. I'm not here to give you the answers. You go see the freaking world. You go see the problems that are to be resolved. You go out there, research, step into higher perspective, world psychology, and at that point, you can start making the right choices. When you use world psychology, you're going to realize there's thousands of planets with different levels of development. You can trace navigational patterns. You can see which star forms don't work, which star forms are to get defunded, have to get defunded, which star forms actually work, which star forms do not work, which star forms have to get destroyed, are to get destroyed, are being destroyed. But it starts with you, the listener, protecting your mind and figuring out how can you step into your higher self. It's sad. And the reason I say all this is because my heart goes out to, like, every single... First and foremost, I start with the females. Like, my heart goes out to them because I have a younger sister. Someday I'm going to have a daughter. I have females around me that I have cared for. So no, this is not coming from a place of... Nah, get the F out of here with that. Nah. No ignorance here. Just full introspection. And a lot of females gotta introspect. All the BS you've been through, you've been technically doing it to yourself. Yes, your choices. Everything you can potentially go through is all your choices. So when are you gonna start taking the handle in your life? When are you gonna start making the right choices and protecting your circle of life? That's the question you have to ask yourself. When are you gonna start being more accountable? The irony in that anime. Just the irony. She talks about choices, and then look at that. Comment in the comment section and expand the information you've been given. How do you feel about just the irony? Just when she found someone that she can actually care for and that she's actually genuinely connected to, because that's the thing. You can think you can be with someone, but then realize that's not it. It's all about distinction. Can you make that distinction? That's the question. Can you make that distinction? Can you see who's actually for you and who's not? Make that distinction. Make the right choices. Because at least I personally can. And the thing with me is, once I realize something, I do my best to make the other person aware. Everyone deserves to be loved and to give love. But you have to be able to make the distinction of who is for you. And the reason she mentioned the choices was to show that they were meant to be. The choices that they both made stacked up to them being together. And it's funny that she made that one bad choice though. She ended up getting with that buffoon that potentially killed her. Most likely killed her out of anger because the person that they caught ended up turning themselves in right away. So that tells you it's not someone who's going to try to hide afterwards. Like if it was the gangster, that's another thing you can say. It may have not been the gangster because it may have not been the thug, because if it was the thug would have tried hiding for a bit. But it said that the perpetrator turned themselves in right away. Tried to flee from the scene and just went and turned themselves in. The thug would have taken a couple of days possibly. Or maybe wouldn't even have turned himself in. So that tells you that it was most likely that parasite. And she made the naive choice of getting with that parasite who later on killed her. And it's funny because a lot of females do that. They'll get with someone without really seeing the person's development, without seeing the person's intention, without any of that, just blindfolding themselves. And then they go through just bullshit. They have sexual relations with the parasite. They end up taking all those nasty chemicals and toxic lifestyles, horrible ways of behaving. Because when you have sexual relations with someone, it's not just blind. No. There's a chemical trade. You take a part of them, literally, into your psyche. And your behavior shifts slightly. So the thing is, it's really sad that so many females do that and end up in horrible situations. End up with broken homes. All sorts of garbage. All because they can't stand. Well, those idiotic females, which is the vast majority, can't stand on their own 2 feet. And they like to just drown themselves in toxic circles. It's very unfortunate. And this is said once more, not to bash females, but to get you to introspect. Because I too have had females I care for. And I have females who've lost their lives. So this is not coming from a random motherfucking bullshit. Now this is to prevent females from going through BS. And females finally taking accountability and respecting the role they have on this planet. That's the point of this video talk. So that you, the listener, if you're a female, you can make the right choices. There's buffoons that get on YouTube and don't give into connections like this that you can comprehend and can actually leave the video feeling satisfied. Like, okay, I was just reminded about something, or I got a higher perspective. That's the point of this respective video talk. Showing you this anime and you seeing how the lessons in that can help you take a step towards your higher self. Think about it. How many females have made horrible choices and it comes back to haunt them, it comes back to hit them, and it comes back to just practically, potentially either really harm and cripple them or death? How many? Really? Think about it. Take a moment to think. And accept the fact that so many females have so much potential. It all went away because of one choice to let the wrong person in your life. And for you not to realize who's actually meant for you genuinely. She was moving towards being with the main character. And the main character was warming up to her, and they were genuinely going to be together because that was who she was supposed to be with for the rest of her life. With the main character. But that one bad choice, it was foreshadowed. That one bad choice that she made to that bad relationship, look what happened to her. Ironically, she got stabbed where? That's crazy. I'm not looking to be a example for someone. Like, I don't want my life is not going to be an example for someone, oh, well, not, nah, none of that. There's already too many experiences on the planet. My life is to be used to improve this planet as much as possible. Anywhere I go, I boost the quality of life. Anywhere I go, I improve and help people develop and become stronger so they can protect their minds, they can protect their development, and they can help themselves and help others. Pass it on. The evolution. Higher states of perspectives, higher perspective, world psychology. I do something genuinely good for this person. This person's going to grow up through that. I did this one favor. This person became stronger and uses that strength constructively. Became a constructively superior co-creator. That's my whole entire purpose in this life. Throughout this whole entire lifetime, everything I do is all about that. So that people can make the right choices. So that people do not traumatize themselves or others.